Scars are sexy, ask anybody. I always liked guys with bullets under their skin like Marcus Law and shot off legs like Mac 10. These guys had war stories and knew how to look a girl in the eye like they would leave you with some of your own. Here is a partial list of my scars, the ones you can see. The ones you can't are far more incapacitating, believe me. When I was 1, a Newfoundland named Oaf almost killed me. I pulled an ear while she was eating and my face disappeared between her jaws. My mother's scream, her beautiful baby deformed. Somehow, I was only left with a hair-thin line across my nose. And the dog remained my friend, like her super cool hippie chick owner, the kind whose pubic hair showed out of her cut-off jeans, but she always took time to play with us kids. I pedaled my first bike, a blue and white pony, downhill fast as I could, hit a rut full of gravel and went down, grating my knee like hamburger with sharp stones. Limped home to show Mom a gaping hole in my jeans and the ugly brown stain I still carry. My first stitches were from cleaning a kerosene lamp chimney. Spinning it in soapy water, the glass bit into my hand. On that same forearm, a small oval, a German Shepherd's tooth mark. At 15, I drank to leave my large body, found myself dried in blood in the morning, piecing together my face-walking way home. At 25, I left a boyfriend for his friend. He threw my cordless phone, split my forehead with a neat pop. Blood hot down my chest left a trail in the snow. In his other hand, he held a knife. And how could we know, 2 years later, another boyfriend on another coast would reopen my head with the same phone to free himself from my teeth?
Nice.
So I have books on the back table, and I will read you the longer story of one of those scars that's in one of these books. Flat back. I wake up sick, even my face hurts. Pants pea green pegged my ankles. Passed out before I could get them off. Black bottom athletic socks, a quarter-size hole in the heel. The other lays dead next to me. I remember wrestling with it before giving up. I finger scabs, my chin and forehead coated in dried blood. With all my strength, I managed to get the pants and sock all the way off. Felt like they were choking me. I get panicky when I can't get things off. Break jewelry when my clumsy fingers can't grasp small clasps. It's hot in my box room, hot in the hangover way when everything makes you sweat. Curling into myself, I see my worn white tee, a trail of blood down the front. I can't remember a fight. Out of the darkness, I remember falling. I remember coming home in stocking feet, my pants wet, but it wasn't piss, no smell, and I remember squatting in a doorway somewhere below Mission in 6. It was dark. I could see the street signs. No idea how I got there. I found a payphone and called collect. My aunt, scared by my confusion, directed me back to Market. It was too late for the 7-8, so I had to take a J church and walk 6 blocks, barefoot, bloody, and wet. When I first regained consciousness, I was walking blurry, streetlights under a freeway. It was deserted, cold, and foggy. I had left Broadway on the bus. A skinhead couple put me on it. Punks get beat up on the 15. One stop down from Broadway, it fills up with bloods coming out of the Palladium. You have to be fearless on the 15. Used to getting capped on, used to capping back. Used to Michael Jackson leathers, club sweat, and Jerry curl juice. I wasn't. Maybe it was one of them that took my shoes, punched me in the face, but I probably did this to myself. I was in Piss Alley. The police came, lined us up against the wall. I fell back boneless on piss-pocked pavement, flashlights in my eyes. I lay there. Everyone I knew was out that night. I was out. Faces in front of me. Somehow, I didn't get taken to jail. I got put on a bus. Don't know if I got put off. I was walking barefoot, late night. I must have found my transfer, my tape together, late night. Maybe they just let me ride. Did the bus driver see me in the back seat, passed out, bald head, lolling, bloody, or did that come later? I started the day on Haight Street, drinking 40s on stoops, sunny and warm. I never went home. By evening, I was swaying my way across town, dangling drunkenly on a crowded 30 Stockton. I went straight to the pit. It wasn't dark yet, too early for Broadway. Must have been a big show that night. Buzz was even down in the pit. Usually it was only scuzzy Powell Street punks. Buzz and some out-of-town skin had a bottle of Night Train. I guzzled with them. Beer all day, no food, had me lubed. I wasn't shy. Jose showed up with a bottle of vodka. I tipped it straight up, drank half the bottle, fell on my ass. Sometime later, I was climbing up the broken brick back wall. What remained of the International Hotel was the pit. where homeless like Spider lived under the sidewalk, where we could drink without the cops' hassle. Wayne's liquor store across the street never carded, so 40s were endless, no time wasted spotting buyers or stealing. I made it up to street level, squeezed through torn cyclone fence. I stumbled, a heavy leaf in the wind, then arms out I fell all the way down. Punks cheered, Delphi said I could fly. Everyone laughing, smoking, passing bottles and bummed cigarettes. I lay in the garbage at the bottom, weeds, bricks, cardboard, broken glass, strangely soft beneath me. Someone pulled me up. That's all I got. That, some scabs, and I need to puke. I will read the title piece every other week, which first appeared in Milvia Street Journal. Woo. Every other week. There were 27 wreaths at Terray's funeral. He was gunned down outside his daughter's basketball game. A week after that funeral, I pick my man up from work. When I pull up, he sits on the curb, defeated, smoking. Sliding in, he sighs, "I'm tired of being black. I had the day of a black man." I mumbled, "Child support and dead homies? Yeah, that's a brother's life." But I feel lucky reaching for him, so damn happy he's in my car, his gorgeous flesh safe. The dead homie got shot in his ass on his way to visit his newborn child. He bled out. Just the other day I said to my girlfriend, I'm going back to being white. White people don't go to funerals every other week. Every murder on the news isn't someone they know, the cousin, husband, child of someone that we know. Like TK, who had a full ride, would have left for college in the morning. Plane ticket sat on the dresser, bullets pierced the car, his chest, his family. Or my neighbor Darius, proud at 18 he could write his name. He was a grown-ass man, and even though he was disabled, his mother couldn't keep him in the house anymore. On a trip to the corner store, he bought a dime bag before 2 unidentified men shot down and murdered Mama's baby boy. And I'll read a couple of quick ones out of The Problem with Text Messages, this little breakup book. Friday night, I dreamt you left, me alone and happy, breath, a room I could miss you in, made me want to love you again. In real life, I hit you with my old frying pan, threw a chair and pulled a knife, threatened your sad and drunken life. What you'll take. Yourself no longer hazy and dull, sober and removed from the mentality of the block. The clothes that I bought for you, the children I gave you back to, an electric toothbrush, a truck big enough to fit you, your kids, and clothes, a '68 Mustang with gold wheels to keep your street rep intact, and a wound for a heart, the scar you will carry, wearied to the next woman who loves you. I didn't come the next one here. It was raining when you hit me. This whole year was out of season. Rain every month but January. But you didn't slip on the wet pavement, didn't accidentally crash through my iron security gate, smashing the rear end of the best car I've ever owned. A car that drives fast, fills my chest with bass, hugs my ass in leather. Your tire didn't skid on a piece of gravel when you pushed my car through the garage door, splintering the old wood frame, scattering shingles. Backing up for a second smoking run. You couldn't hurt me with the loss of you, but my car, well, that's another story. And the title, 1, The Problem with Text Messages. Soon as you're feeling like you've hatched, been released from a glass jar, breathe more than holes poked in the metal lid allowed, stretch your silk extremities into day's light. A couple of lines, silly words really, bring you back. A moth, round-head pin piercing you to the wall. Dead and dusty in emotion you never asked for on Mother's Day.